Hey, I'm Andrea Lemire, the Education Coordinator here at the Lion Brand Yarn Studio. I'm going to show you some really cool techniques for beginning crochet, and hopefully you'll have as much fun as I have with it. Okay, let's get started. So the single stitch or the single crochet is the shortest of all the basic stitches. It's the least amount of steps that exist in any of the stitches. We are going to be working in rows. There is a different way that you would work this stitch if you were working in the round, which I'm going to show you guys a little later. But we're going to be making these flat sort of swatches here. When you're in your first row, after you've made your chain, there's a slightly different way that you go into the fabric, and then it changes after that first row. So I'm going to show you both in the single crochet stitch. It's important that you skip over that first chain closest to the hook where that yarn is coming out of. And the reason for that is if you go in that chain, it'll undo it because you're basically following that yarn back through and that whole chain's gonna come out. So we are gonna skip over that first chain. And if you're a right-handed person, you're gonna be working from right to left. If you're left-handed, you're gonna be working left to right in your rows. And I'm showing you guys right-handed, so I am working towards the left. So you can sort of position your chain going in that direction to make it easier to find where to go. And where we wanna be going for the very first stitch is in that second chain from the hook. And if you look at the front of your chain, it looks like little V's all stacked on top of each other. And if I turn that to the side, there's a top loop and a bottom loop. And where I want to go with my hook for the first step of the single crochet, we don't want to go into the first chain here where our yarn is coming out of, because that will undo that chain, which we don't want. So the first chain we're working into is that second chain from the hook. And what I want to do with my hook is insert under the top loop of my V from front to back. So I've gone into that chain. Once I'm in it, I want to bring my yarn over the hook, swivel down here to lock that in place, and now I'm going to just bring that yarn through that chain onto my hook. So you should still have 2 loops at this point. To finish my single crochet, I'm going to yarn over again, and this time I'm bringing it through both loops. And it helps to pull down a little here on what's below those loops to help get through them. To find where to go next, it's a good idea to position your hook so it's horizontal to your work, because that'll line those stitches up nicely. The stitch we just worked into is going to be a little open, so that makes it a little easier to find, and we've used up that space, so we don't need it anymore. So where we're going to go next is just the next available space to the left. And I'm going to go in it with my hook, front to back, bring my yarn through the chain onto my hook. You have 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through both. And you're going to do this across every available chain until you get to that knot, that last chain. So now you've finished your first row of single crochet into the chain. That is different from every other row that you're going to move on to now, so make sure to check out the churning video next.